Yeah, we're live now. I
We're live now.
I forget sometimes that we just go live, and it's like this loose, like it's like a pre-show almost. But
Yeah, this first couple of minutes of the stream
like it's
is
so loose. I adjust my camera like while we're live. That's how
there's
loose it is.
like we can hit record on all of our devices early, and then we'll actually start going, and we'll go live on Twitch and Twitter and Facebook.
Yeah, yeah, live on Twitter. Hey, Twitter, how's it going?
Hey Twitter, Twitter sphere.
Sup, twits. Also, yeah, you may not be long for this world. The viewers on YouTube who are not currently joining us live, but yeah, YouTube is switching up their live streaming game, so we're not sure how well that's going to work out with our current setup. There may be a workaround, but I have to do some homework and figure that out.
Yeah, we should figure that out because you sent me that message, and I admittedly was like, I don't know
I don't know what this means.
10 clickbait titles that will make you watch this podcast. You actually went with it.
You hearted it. I figured that was consenting approval. And
funny.
I did it in all caps because that's the only way that you can do clickbait titles.
That's funny. That's funny. I laughed.
And
Uh
and you're the funny one, so it's a nice nod to me.
Yeah, well, behind every good funny person is an also funny person.
Is a somewhat slightly less funny person.
Yeah. But it's basically like when you're playing a Mario level, right? And you got to get to the top of the flag, but there's like, you know what? I can't get to the top of the flag without a friend to lift me up. You're essentially the Yoshi, and I'm riding you, and then I'm leaping off of you and dropping you off into the mighty abyss, so I can get all the points for the level. But you'll be back. You'll be back.
Yeah.
On the next level.
I feel like this analogy works. Like you just basically ride my efforts through most of the podcast, right until the end for fame and glory. You get the fireworks display, and I'm like, spitting eggs out down in the abyss.
And by eggs you mean fat rhymes and beats.
Yeah, dropping the beats. The other thing is, it's Labor Day. Should we start the podcast, or should we just keep talking?
Oh no, yeah, no, I'm having fun. I'm having fun talking about this. Because when we actually do the podcast, and we're like, let's be structured about this.
Oh, now we actually we can't have a real conversation.
Yeah, I think people tend to gravitate towards our non-podcast talking because it's free flowing. Maybe our podcast should not be structured anymore. We'll do another apathetic reboot.
But this podcast isn't really structured. Outside of us being like, are we going to talk about something tonight? Yeah. What's that video game called you played? Oh, it's called Bloop Blop 27. Yeah, let's talk about Bloop Blop 27. Oh, I watched a German documentary about
the Bloop Blops.
About cross stitching. Oh yeah, let's make sure we cover that. And then we make an episode.
Good point. All right. Well, I guess we'll get started then.
It's Labor Day. We may not have an audience tonight. Everybody's out partying in groups of more than 25, having barbecues without face masks on. You never know. I don't know. Am I pessimist? Yeah, probably not.
No, yeah. If you can't beat them, join them. I always say.
Yeah. Just build those immunities. Get those
later.
antibodies. All right. Let's.
Bye.
And Brandon's gone. All right, he left. Good thing it shows his name in bold letters when he leaves.
All right. Well, I'm ready to go, man. If you're ready to go, I'm ready.
Yeah. As soon as I hear from Matt, we'll get going.
Okay, just make sure I have the right soundboard. Ready to go. Okay, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2.
You asked for it. Here it is. It's a podcast from Apathetic Enthusiasm.
This week we fall for Fall Guys, and it's our first Patreon requested topic on this week's Apathetic Enthusiasm.
Welcome to Apathetic Enthusiasm. I am one of your hosts, Brandon Cruz, and with me again is my esteemed colleague, Travis Menard. Travis, how are you doing this evening?
Hi guys, how's it going? Yeah, I get your point, Brandon. Just before we started this episode, you said, yeah, our pre-show banter feels so much more loose and free-flowing. It's so structured when we start the podcast. I feel like you really took that to the next level with that introduction.
I think that's really funny you bring that up, Travis, and here's why. Because I did say that as a matter of fact, but I want to go ahead and talk about that during our discussion part of the podcast after we talk about our social media presence.
That's right. This NPR podcast, Apathetic Enthusiasm, is brought to you by the following sponsors, as well as your local NPR station. You can follow us on Twitter at Apathusiast. I am at Jugglemino, and he is at Barnyard Cruise. We're available on Facebook at facebook.com/apatheticenthusiasm show, and you can send us an email at apatheticenthusiasmshow@gmail.com. If you use Instagram like the young kids are doing, or so I'm told, apathetic_enthusiasm is the place to be. And of course, all of our podcasts are available at apatheticenthusiasm.com or your local NPR station. We are streaming live right now on Twitch, on YouTube, on Twitter. So if you go to twitch.tv/apatheticenthusiasm or youtube.com/apatheticenthusiasm, you can find us live Monday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern time. And YouTube, stay tuned there. You can definitely catch past episodes if you can't show up on a Monday night. But we're gonna figure out YouTube's changing their streaming methods, so that could be changing. But stay tuned. Finally, you can buy our love with T-shirts over at our TeePublic page, apatheticenthusiasm.com/shop. It's the best way to get there. Or support us directly, patreon.com/apatheticenthusiasm, a URL change for all of you. It covers all the bases. It's folks there supporting this podcast, the Interdimensional RSS, and Submitted for Your Approval podcast. So thank you to everyone that is supporting us there. Patrons at our $10 tier. They can actually request topics for the show. So a little bit later in the show, we will be doing our first patron requested topic. But first up, we have other things to talk about.
I wanna first mention the story at the top of the hour. Is you mentioned that kids are into Instagram. Well, we have one of our reporters, Lakshmi Shmi. Damn, I can't say her name. I've heard it so many times I can't. Anyways, one of our reporters is talking about Instagram. Okay, roll clip. Okay, rolling.
Or am I supposed to improv it, or would you actually have a clip queued up?
No. We're listening to the clip right now.
Oh, okay.
It's obviously I have a soundboard, and obviously the clip of the story that we produced heavily is playing, and we're all muted right now.
Oh, good. Okay. Oh, so the audience can't hear us while this masterfully produced clip, this NPR. I love this. What is it? What is the type of award that journalists get? Peabody Award?
A Pulitzer?
Pulitzer? Yeah.
No.
Obviously, they're going to get that for this clip. But
10 seconds left. Look, this can be a great show. I think people are going to really enjoy this clip. But anyways,
thank you for that story. We really appreciate it. And now, the news. Brandon, do you listen to NPR?
I used to a lot more. Before the pandemic, I would drive my 2007 Honda Civic to and from work, and it has a CD player.
Weird flex, but okay.
It has a CD player, and it has an aux in and out, but that's about it. the reason I say
no
is
Bluetooth.
no, 2007. And so I would listen to the radio a lot more, and I would listen to NPR a lot more. I also got to say that the news wasn't as depressing and as frustrating as it is now. Well, like it just it exhausted me, and at a certain point in time, I'm like, I can't do anymore.
Yeah.
And then the pandemic hit. I had swapped to morning radio, morning DJ radios when NPR was too much for me.
This is DJ T with Brandon in the Zoo coming to you live.
It's KAO5, the Saw. And they do all their stuff. But then the pandemic hit, and it was depressing listening to them because like there's not really any news going on.
Hey, everybody's still at home. We are too. I set up my closet to be soundproof, and it's time to play some Journey. All right, here we go.
KAZ, the Saw.
Yeah, no, okay.
Also,
yeah.
all the time. Anyways, yes. So I did listen to NPR for a lot of times. The last NPR I listened to was actually a podcast that you had recommended. I listened to a couple weeks back. It was a story. It was a specific story that you wanted me to.
Oh,
listen
it was
to.
probably on Up First, the daily NPR podcast.
Yeah, that's probably right.
Yeah, that's sort of my sort of introduction to NPR was like I was looking for short, succinct daily news podcast. The New York Times has had the daily. It's one of the most downloaded podcasts around. And it's good, but it's a little bit more long format where the host takes one major story and discusses it for sometimes 30 minutes longer at times. And then he always will like shift at the end of the story. Not always, but he'll sometimes have like a shorter like, oh, this is another headline that you need to know. But he always goes, this, or no, he says, this is what else you need to know today, or whatever. But he like has this like weird pause in it. Here's what else you need to know today. And I'm like, and it's not coincidental because he does it every time. But Michael Barbaro, great job. You're doing wonderful things. But I needed something that was like, all right, I only have a 15 to 20 minute commute to work. I need to use that time to know what's going on in the world. And so I started listening to Up First, which is an NPR podcast, which is legit just like 3 of the most important NPR stories that they're going to end up repeating throughout the day anyway, but I get it in a podcast format. But that eventually got me to download the NPR One app. NPR is not a sponsor of this, by the way.
No, not yet.
And I realized after I started listening,
we're done with them.
After I started listening to that, I was like, wow, a lot of this all just sounds like that podcast I listened to. But anyway, yeah, news. Yeah.
Anyways, news. Let's get away from the news. Today on the docket, as Travis mentioned in the announcement over the music, we have 2 things that we want to talk about today. The first is something we want to talk about, and then the second is a patron specific topic brought to you by Justin J1, who has been
affectionately known as J1 around here.
A long time fan of the show, fan of us. I don't know why.
Long-time supporter of the show. Yeah.
All
around great guy.
He's had songs written about him. He's had handwritten letters written to him.
He's tweeted his water bottle with our stickers on him.
Yeah. So we have a topic for him. Sire Dark, if he's still in the chat, he's gonna hear the topic and he's immediately gonna drop off. But before we get there, let's go ahead and talk about the first little piece, which is a game that I think we talked about last week.
We probably mentioned it, yeah.
And if we didn't talk about it last week, we meant to. But then Travis streamed it on Friday night, and then I didn't. And I was out of sorts, and I was like, I don't want to entertain anybody. I just want to talk shit to Travis while he plays this game. And this is what is leading us into talking about the game on Windows, on PS4, Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout, by the developer Mediatonic. Yeah, it's the
hotness.
It's a flash in the pan game that everyone will forget about in about a month and a half.
Okay,
which was my hesitance
I want to talk about the before we talk about the game itself. I want to talk about our dance, if you will, around even adopting or deciding to purchase this game, because the game's been out for over a month now. It first dropped August 4th, and quickly saw a lot of interest. It became one of the top games on Steam very quickly. They were having issues initially with supporting the number of players that were wanting to play it, because they didn't know it was going to be such a success, and so they had to.
How could they have known?
How? They're not EA, right? So they eventually stabilized their server space and things like that, and yeah, Fall Guys is hugely popular. If you're watching us on Twitch, odds are that is the most popular thing being streamed right now on this platform. And I started seeing it on Twitch as we were looking around and as we were streaming, and I saw a couple people that I know, like in Discord, it would say they were playing Fall Guys, and I'm like, all right, what is this? And I check it out, and I'm like, oh, okay, it's a platformer game. Like, oh, it's another Battle Royale sort of situation. I got it. All right, well, it seems like it could be fun. And then my son saw it on whatever streamers he follows.
That's how it starts.
And he's like, Dad, we gotta get this Fall Guys game. And I'm like, I'll be honest, I sort of had the same idea you did, where I was like, I don't know if this is gonna be popular for very long. So I held off. And then I talked to you when I was like, I don't know, maybe it could be fun. Maybe if Brandon's into it, we could like both try it. Brandon, you want to try Fall Guys? And you're like, no. No way I'm playing that game. It's a flash in a pan. I don't know what else you said.
My opinion on it being a flash in the pan game hasn't unchanged, but
just like Fortnite. Fortnite is gonna drop off any day now.
Fortnite's a little bit different, but like I don't. We go a brief aside about Fortnite. I never thought Fortnite would be a flash in the pan game, but especially seeing how much kids enjoyed playing it. We were big in PUBG when Fortnite came out.
Yeah, I swore PUBG was gonna be bigger than Fortnite, and I was like, I tried Fortnite when we were playing PUBG, and I was like, this game, nah. This let's go back to PUBG. Nobody's gonna be into this.
And
boy, was I wrong.
Boy, were you wrong. And it's all the free to play aspect of it that really sold it. That's the more you can get people to join it, the more people are going to play it, right? Because there's no barrier to entry to give it a shot.
Yep.
Which Fall Guys, even if it was free to play, I think a lot more people would be inclined to play it.
Sure.
And I think we'll get into a little bit of the pay aspect of Fall Guys in a little bit. But at any rate, this morning, well, actually, let me rewind a little bit. I have a Mac, I have a PS4, and I have an Xbox and a Switch. I have lots of game systems. But what I don't have is a Windows machine. I didn't up until a couple days ago. This game is only on Windows and PS4 for right now. It's not on Mac. So there was that part where I'm like, well, I don't have a Windows machine. I'm not going to buy it on PS4 and play with myself. I can do that, once everyone's asleep, right? Anyway, I didn't want to buy it for that reason, right? I could watch you play it. Well, a couple days ago, all the schools went back for my 8-year-old, and the first week wasn't great. The second week kind of continued that trend, and my wife Chelsea was like, "We're gonna have to homeschool him. I can do the people." The district here didn't train their people. It didn't train them well enough to get ready for virtual school and Zoom and all that type of stuff. So they're like, she's like, I'll do it. Well, what that kind of led into was the 8-year-old had been asking for a laptop for a while. Or like, well, we have a Chromebook. A lot of the stuff that he needs to access for school, it can't just be on a Chromebook. You need to install stuff. All right, we'll take the plunge and we'll buy him a laptop. Well, we bought him a Windows machine, a Windows laptop, and because of that, I was like, all right, I can install Steam. I can do some of these other Windows games, and then I remember
son, here's my computer.
He's got my entire Steam library. He's got lots of games going on.
He's set.
And then tonight I was like, oh, I have a Steam link. I can finally use that again and put it in my office. So his office is there. My office is here. I can use a Steam link to reach back to his computer so I can play games. Okay. This morning, hey, let me borrow $20. Just kidding. I'll take it from the Patreon money. Just kidding. It's $20. I'll buy it.
Yeah. So you bought the game.
I bought it. Yeah.
I want to take a quick moment to shout out Flagoggle21 for the Prime subscription on Twitch. Thank you so much for the sub. You were talking about me streaming it Friday night.
Yeah.
That's like I was back and forth on this game. Eventually, I was like, okay, I'm gonna give it a shot. Worst case, my son is gonna like to play it. We've got a long weekend coming up. Like, we can take turns. It's something we can do together. So I bought it. We played for a couple hours, often like switching turns. And then he goes to bed Friday, and I'm playing it by myself. And I'm like, why don't I just stream this? Like, I have everything right here in front of me. It's all I just hit a few buttons and then I'm out live, and you're like, yeah, do it. And so then I'm playing. I've had the game for less than a day, and I'm just playing terribly. But you're there. You're mocking me. You're observing.
That's right.
And we have a couple people pop in and out, have some good conversations that night. But the game is a lot of fun, and for me, I've been playing platformers my entire life. I'm sure you have similarly experienced, because I've played many Mario Party type games with you and different things. So I know you're pretty good with a platformer, and obviously battle royale style games have become almost the standard these days. And this is a weird mix of the two, right? Where you have a battle royale style platformer in sort of the game show, Wipeout game show type of, like the actual game itself calls each round a show, and within the show you have the different rounds that ultimately end up with a winner of that episode, if you will.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's fun. I was worried that there would be sort of a point where the levels got old, or you'd kind of like play the same ones too many times, and then the game would just feel stale after maybe a month or several weeks. So I was very curious to see how well the game would be supported, and if they would come out with more content or more stuff moving forward. And we'll get into the details of that a little bit more, but that is definitely happening. And for a game to be so quickly successful, I would expect any developer in 2020 to be like, oh, people love our stuff. Well, let's keep rolling with it. Let's keep adding things to it. So, but let's talk about the game itself in its current state, because you've played it for now, I don't know, you played a few rounds with me today. Did you play any more after we stopped playing?
No, I played one just to test out the Steam Link right before we started recording. Yeah, I the first time I saw this game was with uh, Dean DeFalco, Vestlord.
Yeah.
Over at Geekade, he was playing it one morning, and I saw it, and I was like, "What the hell is this?" And then it led me to somebody else, watching somebody else. I was like, "What the hell is this still?" And then I was like, "All right, screw it." And then we had our conversations about it, leading into Friday night. You streaming, me watching you, talking that smack. But I was like, I am actually enjoying being able to just not have to play a game and be able to comment and have fun and be free to do that type of stuff. So much so that Saturday night, I was like, "Are you?" Was it Saturday?
Yeah, you asked me almost every night this weekend. You're like, "You playing more Fall Guys so I can just watch you and make fun of you while we stream it?" Is that happening?
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I was busy the other nights, but
yeah.
Maybe tonight for the post show, we can get a little Fall Guys going.
Okay. Yeah. And we were both busy Saturday night. We'll get into that in a little bit, but yeah. So I downloaded it. I installed it today. I played a couple rounds. Went on to clean the house, practice on my drum set, and then I was like, "Are you want to play a couple rounds?" And eventually, you're like, "I'm making my kids lunch.
I'm making a lunch. What are you?"
Hey, that's me. I'm a lunch maker. And then we played a couple rounds with each other. Yeah, I mean it's fun. There's, to me, the controls, the very very simple controls. It's, you have a jump, you have a dive, and you have a grab.
Mm-hmm.
And the grab mechanic I haven't mastered, probably because I don't do it enough. But there's like, you press the grab button on somebody, and it comes with like a little circle, and that means you've grabbed them, I think.
Yeah. It's a grapple effect, and then you got to do a strength save to figure. Wait, no, that's D&D. That's later.
That's later. Damn it, that's later. So the controls are fairly simple, but the difficulty in the platforming aspect, or the obstacle avoiding aspect, isn't the obstacles themselves. Normally, it's also the other people that are bumping and shifting you over and being just, that's the most annoying part. Right? Yeah.
Not to mention the fact that your body looks like a anthropomorphic jelly bean that is like top heavy, and if you land wrong, like your whole head like just kind of floats backwards.
Yeah.
And then you have to like gain your balance like from an ill-timed jump.
It's not like it's not a Mario platformer where everything is very crisp, and every time you land it's very crisp. It's like, this game, you jump, and if you're jumping up a hill, you're gonna land at an angle where you hit your face and then slide down more, and then
or you land on another jelly bean, and so then you like completely fall, and then you're rolling down the hill, and you've lost more progress than you've gained. Yeah.
And then you don't qualify.
Yeah, because that's the other part of this, right? Is it is battle royale style. So you start with, I think, 60 players is the beginning of a game, and then that eventually narrows down to one final winner. But you'll get like 40 people at the end of the first round, and then you'll lose 20 more, and little by little, it's usually about 4 or 5 rounds for a show, if you will. But yeah, there's a few different styles of levels. There's like the race levels where everybody's just lined up at one starting zone, and you sort of have to run up a hill or through a bunch of seesaws or something. And there's lots of opportunities to drop and fall, and you have to restart somewhere else, or you just drop and get eliminated immediately. Do you have and then there's other levels, like there's like team levels where they split the group in half, or they split them into thirds, and you have to cooperate with other players to eliminate the other groups.
Those are actually the levels that I like the least.
Yes, absolutely. I feel the same way.
Because then your individual skill gets tossed out. Like if on a level where you just have to crash through the right door and
step on the right disappearing pad.
Yeah, you're like, okay, well my skill is gone, and now that was my fault. I made a mistake in that. When there's a battle where you're trying to get, there's 3 teams, yellow, red, and blue, and there's balls, and you have to try to get all your balls and keep them in your colored zone. And you're playing with a group of folks who are either new or just inexperienced or unskilled, and you're like, well, I know I'm better than them. I'm gonna get eliminated because I'm with these.
Yeah,
folks.
you really are at the mercy of the randomized team generator there, because there's one team round where you have like 3 lanes and everybody has a giant ball, and you're trying to push your color ball down to the end. And the first time I played that, half my team just ran ahead. So instead of having the benefit of more people and more strength to push the ball faster, they just ran to the finish. And I'm like, that's not the point of this game. There's no victory down there if you don't help us. And their strategy was, I'm going to get down there and I'm going to block the other team's balls so that the 3 people left on my team can eventually get ours down here. And it failed miserably, and we didn't win. Whereas the second time I played that, everybody stayed together. We all pushed it much faster, and we were able to get the ball into the goal like a lot faster. So, yeah, those team dynamic games, they can be really frustrating, but it is interesting. And I think because you can play multiplayer, I think you can have parties up to 4. Playing together, there's a benefit if you have a group of people playing together where if they keep everybody on the same team, then yeah, like, all right, everybody, let's do this, and you can work together. But otherwise, you're kind of just hoping for the best.
Yeah, hopping for the best. Yeah. So, overall, I will say the game is fun, and I would like to play more. I wish the rounds went faster. The same critique I've had of PUBG at times. But the thing that kind of, it doesn't irk me necessarily, but the thing that concerns me about this game, talked a little bit earlier about the money piece. It's a $20 game.
Yeah.
And that's fine. Let's see. In the chat,
my anime podcast asking if Fall Guys is worth every penny.
Thank you. Yeah. Is it worth every penny? Yeah, I don't know if it's worth every penny, but I will give the developers credit. In you made a game, you worked hard on the game. A lot of people love the game. I'll give you my $20.
Okay, go ahead.
What I don't like is that we're giving them a pass for microtransactions on cosmetic purchases.
Okay, so that is standard fare for the Fortnite crew, right? My son has dumped way more money into Fortnite than he would have if he had just bought the game for $60 and then all, cosmetics were free or whatever. Or you could earn, or like Overwatch, where if you play enough and earn enough loot boxes, you could get most all the cosmetics, but there's a randomizer, and so you're not guaranteed to get certain cosmetics and things like that. And so I hear what you're saying. I do feel like maybe these developers in this game may have come from a position, just like we talked about them not having ample server space to support the early adopters of this game. There's probably some or a number of meetings in that organization where they thought, all right, do we make it free and try and start to charge on cosmetics, and then maybe charge for like a battle pass situation. Every shooter now has like a battle pass where you can get the base stuff, but if you pay for the season, like $10, then you can unlock way more stuff. Do they do that route and hope to get the early adoption for free and then charge with each season, or do we get that $20 up front, hedge our bets, and then see if people are interested in buying Slurpee and hot dog costumes for their jelly beans for $10-15 a pop? And they ended up with both. People are spending the $20, and then they're also spending money on the DLC. They're buying, additional coins so that they can unlock other items, which is not what I'm going to do. And really, I kind of fall into the camp where so long as they don't start, if they make it where I can unlock, 40 items or whatever, like I think it is right now, just by playing a lot, and then they move into a new season and I can unlock more stuff that way, but they're not expecting me to, feed them $10 with the next season, I would much prefer that and pay the $20 up front than get into a situation where every 2 months they're like, hey, new season's coming out, get your wallets ready because we've got the new Jelly Bean Pass.
Well, you use Fortnite as an example. And
because it's like the most prominent thing, right?
Well, the key difference there is, again, the game is free and you're not paying for the game. And if you want cosmetics, then you can buy cosmetics.
But Fortnite didn't start out as free. If you really dig back to the beginning of Fortnite was like a single or multiplayer campaign, game, and now it's referred to as Fortnite. What is it? Against the World or whatever, or
the core
story mode, right? That nobody actually thinks about when they talk about Fortnite.
Right. The core game that Fortnite expanded off of, you bought that. Yeah. But as soon as Fortnite, the Battle Royale mode came out, that was free. That was free right away, and then you never had to pay for that game. And so,
but it was because Epic was not getting players in their core game, and they needed to bring players in. So
right. And I'm not arguing that. I'm just saying there's a difference between this game that we're talking about and Fortnite.
No, I'm pretty sure there's a Jelly Bean single player campaign that you have to go and save the world while your head's flopping around.
Look, so what I'm saying here is Fortnite was free. You pay for cosmetics if you want. Okay. Now there's other variations of this pay for play model. Not pay for play. That's a misnomer. League of Legends. I'll throw League of Legends out there. I know you don't play League of Legends, but League of Legends you can. It's a free to play game. You can it's free to play. You can play it as so much, and you can unlock all the different characters because you're playing a lot, and you can also pay for cosmetics. There's a progression there where you don't have to pay for it, or you can pay for it and get the characters unlocked right away, and then you can pay for the cosmetics. Let's see what other, like Call of Duty. Well, actually, let's take that back. Let's go with Battlefront 2. Battlefront 2, yes, you can pay to unlock stuff faster, but you can also unlock everything for playing so much and that progression. Now, I understand that this is a small time developer. It's an indie developer. They're not EA. They're not Epic. They're not Acclaim. Is Acclaim even a thing anymore? It doesn't matter. Activision.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2.
Yeah, it's on my mind. They're not them. And so I understand they need to make money, and they want to make money. My only concern is, well, give me a way to unlock these things by putting the time in without having to pay extra money to do it. And maybe they are, because I've spent maybe a total of an hour and a half in the game.
And that's what I will say. Like, I feel like between me and my son, we've put in a lot of hours, and we've gotten a lot of coins. They have an item shop that you can spend your in-game currency on and unlock a lot of different skins and like designs for your jelly bean. But that stuff changes out like daily, right? So the things that are available are, change from day to day. And you have to win games. You have to, trade in crowns or coins to get some of that stuff. So if you're good at the game, if you play it a lot, then yeah, you can unlock a lot of that stuff for free. But if you're just like, man, I really love that soda can, I want to be that soda can, at least on Steam, you can click a button and it will bring you to the Steam store that has bundles and things where people with way too much disposable income can buy their, jelly bean decorations. So, but with that, again, we are talking strictly cosmetics. These are all just things that make your character look a certain way. It's not actually giving you a known advantage. Like maybe the can shaped a little, maybe you bounce off bumpers a little bit differently, but it would be very different, like very minimal. That said, you don't get any sort of specific advantage for paying. It's not a pay to win situation, which would really frustrate me. However, that doesn't matter for all the players that just cheat to win, which has become really like frustrating to me as a PC player. I don't know if this is as big of an issue or an issue at all on PlayStation, because you're just limited by how much access you have to game files and your ability to cheat on console. But there are a lot of players. I say a lot, but most rounds that I'm in, I feel like there's cheaters every few rounds, right? And the last three final rounds I was in, 2 of them were won by someone that was cheating. So that's frustrating to me, right? And these cheats can look like a lot of things. They can look like someone hacking the game to where they can basically fly and just move their character wherever. And so on a race level, they just go up, shoo, like right to the end, and they've qualified immediately. And that's super advantageous in some of the final rounds where like you're jumping from hexagon to hexagon, and the last person to fall to the bottom like wins, and that person is literally just floating there watching everybody else jump around, and you're just like, okay, there's no way I can win this. Which, okay, cheaters are a part of PC gaming. We see them in Fortnite. We saw it in
Medal of Honor.
PUBG. We saw it all the time, right? No way that guy sniped me from over there. He's got to be hacking. But a lot of those games had some sort of reporting system baked in, or something where you could type in the dude's gamer tag. Fortnite has it now where it's like just like a standard option. As soon as somebody kills you, you're like, "Do you want to report this guy?" No, it's fine. He got me legit. Whatever. Not available. One, you don't have gamer tags. You don't have screen names. You can't change your name.
Yeah, what's your fall guy? Your fall guy.
I'm
like
fall
12,
guy.
I'm
like 11. Yeah, I didn't actually write it down because I'm not playing. I don't know what it is. I know yours is 9863 because I wrote it on my whiteboard next to my desk. But yeah, you can't change your name, so you just have a little 4-digit number to indicate who that is. And I'm pretty sure there's more than there's got to be 10,000 people playing this, right? Maybe. Like, you think they got to recycle those numbers somehow? How are they? I don't know.
I
Maybe
don't know.
maybe
I
it's
don't know.
regionalized. Maybe they only have.
I'm not an IT guy. I don't know. I don't know how they.
Anyway. So then there's nothing in game to report someone. So if you're sitting there watching the victory sequence of a guy that literally just beat the mountain in 2 seconds, just zoop right to grab that crown, you can't be like, all right, this guy cheated. Let me just put in his number. So I googled like, how do you report cheaters in Fall Guy? And it's like, oh, here's a link, and then you go to the developers thing, and they're like, all right, guys, thanks for everybody sharing all this information about cheaters. But if you're experiencing a cheater in the game, it's because it's their first and last time cheating. Our cheating detection software is now recognizing when people cheat, and they'll be flagged and kicked out of the game. And I'm like, that's not working. Because they're either, I don't know, deleting the game. Like, I don't have to log in. I don't have to log in with an email or anything. Yeah. So are they just getting a new 4-digit number and cheating again?
Is it? Do you have to play it through Steam? Do you have to launch it through Steam?
I don't know. I have every time.
Because I mean, if you don't, then yeah, that would apply. If you have to log in through Steam, well then that's then there's a Steam account associated with that player number, and then there's a way for them to track it.
Track that.
But
Heath Bar guy in the chat talking about how he saw a team in one of those team games. They were teamed up with the hacker, and the whole team threw the match to get that. That is some community effort right there, and kudos to that team for getting the hacker out of the game. But it's real frustrating because I had crowns in my grasp. and I missed them because of these guys.
Me too. I'm sure. Well, anyway, we have another topic to talk about.
That's Fall Guys. We're playing it. If you're playing it, hit us up. Send us an email. Send us a tweet, and let's party up sometime and play some Fall Guys.
Let us party it up sometime.
Party.
After we talk about it tonight, after this episode airs, we will probably take a little bit of maybe like a 5-10 minute break, a switch up, and then we'll probably play a little bit with some after.
Play a few rounds at least, yeah.
Yeah. But before we do that, everybody, we have a special thing, and I want to use a segue. We talk about. I'm going to use a segue. I'm going to drive around in a segue. We talked about streaming Fall Guys on Friday night, and then we alluded to something on doing something Saturday night. Well, Saturday night, we hadn't played this game in a long time, but we came out and we played Dungeons and Dragons for the first time in probably a month or two.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, John, Kevin, Travis, and my younger brother Brett, we hopped in. We did a one-shot that John ran on the virtual tabletop software. It's a server that he runs on his own. It was a way for us to get familiar with the interface of VTT, and there's still some bugs to work out, but I like it overall. But we got to play that. It was really quick. It was I will say it's a really quick one-shot. It took us till 2 a.m.
It was like 5 hours, I think we played.
Yeah. But we could talk a little bit more about that some other time.
Sure.
Really, what we're
another great one shot by John. I will say that he does great work.
He did not a whole lot of prep. He wanted to see how well he could improv for a lot of the preparation, and for the most part, I think he did really well. But the reason we're bringing up D&D is because J1. Old Justin, he has requested as a longtime supporter, as a longtime Patreon supporter, and just a supporter in general of our show, has requested that we talk a little bit about D&D, but specifically the Unearthed Arcana portion of Dungeons and Dragons, which is the stuff that they're developing to add as official content, but is not quite official as far as Adventurers League stuff goes. And Travis, you looked up Adventurers League. Can you just kind of describe what the Adventurers League stuff is?
Yeah, so if you're completely unfamiliar with D&D, you have rule books, right? You've got these big hardcover rule books. You have the player's handbook, the Dungeon Master's Guide, the Monster Manual. That's sort of the core 3 books that tell you how to play the game, what the rules of the game are, what all your spells are, things like that. But beyond that, Wizards of the Coast also has a ton of other official books that you can use to get different types of characters, add more spells, different types of monsters. There's pre-published adventures where they actually write out a story with unique monsters to that story. Sometimes there's unique items and things like that. And all of that official stuff is used by players, around the world to play the game. But when they get into the Adventurers League, this is sort of the official, league-sanctioned Dungeons and Dragons. If you're rolling into your local game store on, a Friday night and you see that group at the table in the back, there's a good chance that they are playing, if they're playing D&D, some sort of Adventurers League style. And this is where if it's at a convention, at a game store, things like that, these are official events that follow specific rules. You can't do like home baked stuff. You can't really like create your own monsters and things like that unless they already exist in some sort of area. And the players bring a character into the game that they started at level 1, and you actually, along with your character sheet, you keep an adventurer's log. So this is something that shows everything that character has done and how they've progressed through. So if you roll into a game at the local game shop with a level 10 rogue, then you can bring your adventurer's log and be like, this is everything that my character has done to get to this level. There's rules like your character can't do the same adventure twice. So if somebody's running pre-baked, like say they're using the Lost Mines of Phandelver from the starter set, right? You can't bring your level 5 back in and do that again to try and like power level them or whatever, right? So there's a lot of extra rules for how you as a player use your character to engage with official D&D content, right? This was eye-opening to me. I didn't even realize that this stuff existed, but it was really interesting to me, and it gave me, I don't know, a little bit more of an appetite for trying out, some of those games out in game stores or at other places, and seeing what it'd be like to take one character from game to game and through these different adventures, and sort of, I know we talked about it in the past, how when we go through these one shots and things, I get a little weary of building a new character every time, and so I like this idea of bringing a character in and out of different adventures. But that's not the topic, right? We're talking about that's Unearthed Arcana, right? And so what Unearthed Arcana is that play testing stuff that Wizards of the Coast has written. They're testing out. They want to see how it would work in the environment. Maybe they're going to add it to some sort of mod or a new adventure, but maybe it's not balanced correctly, or maybe the spells that they're adding in are a little too powerful. So they release this content for free on their website so that players can play them in their own home games and test it out and then give feedback and say, like, yeah, this thing is way too strong, or, oh, we added this to a character and it didn't really have any effect, or things like that, right? Is that the impression that you got from looking into it?
Yeah, absolutely. This is players being able to alpha or beta test content, and then with their feedback being like, this ability is overpowered, or this ability is kind of crap, and no one is going to take this, except for maybe flavor of character, right? Mm-hmm. and it goes on to every aspect of D&D, whether it's a class, whether it's a race, whether it's feats, um, spells, new spells, stuff like that. So what we did is Travis and I we looked at basically. I think you looked at two different articles, at least two.
Yeah.
I looked at two specific PDFs from this Unearthed Arcana. I looked at July's and August's, which talks about two subclasses that they are looking at, and then a handful of different feats that your characters can take on. What did you end up looking at?
I looked at some stuff from March, pre-pandemic, as we like to think about it, and these were some additional spells, and something that they were adding in or looking to add in, which was magic tattoos.
Magic tattoos.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
Yeah. Yeah. They're kind of interesting. The spells stuff is pretty, face value. There's some new spells for different classes. Bards get a new 3rd level summon face spirit spell. Some other stuff that like doesn't even get a lot of information because they're like, oh, this is an existing spell. We're gonna see if this class can use an existing spell at this level, right? So it's it's not even so much writing a new spell, but reworking which classes can use which types of spells. And then there are some brand new spells as well. So there's an acid stream one that where you can like shoot acid. Otherworldly form looked really cool, where you could transmutate into a creature from the lower upper planes, and it gives you like all these added buffs and turns your physical attacks into magic attacks and things like that. So it's really cool, but those sorts of things I could see as being really neat to incorporate into one of our characters and be like, all right, let's see how this works. Let's try it out. And then if you like wipe the entire fight the first time you use it, would be like, all right, maybe that's a little much.
I'll say this about Unearthed Arcana. Some of the non-official Adventures League stuff. It just before I get into one of the subjects that I looked into this last weekend, my brother Brett, he said, "Hey, do you think John would be okay with me playing as a grung monk?" And the grung it's a race that has existed, but Volo's Guide to Monsters, it was kind of introduced and fleshed out. And then one grung above on D&D Beyond, you can actually create a player character, an unofficial player character, using the grung. And the thing about this character is it's not official. You can't use it in Adventures League, but you can use it to test out and have fun. I was like, yeah, you know what? I wanna do that too. We can be the Super Grungio brothers. And the thing about this character is whenever you touch something skin to skin, it gives them the poisoned status. They have to do a Constitution save to get to save from a poison status, or you can poison like a piercing weapon to give a 2d4 poison damage to the piercing weapon if upon hit, which is kind of overpowered and probably the reason that we actually ended up surviving the one shot because they kept hitting me or Brett and then getting poisoned and then being at disadvantage for most hits. But that's an example of the kind of things where like, yeah, that could be fun to incorporate into a campaign. And everything we do
Sorry, I'm mildly dying over here.
Everything we do as far as D&D goes, we're not official. We are always kind of being like reaching out and being like, oh well, we'll get this character, or we'll try this race, or yeah, we don't technically own that book, but we'll try this feat and all that type of stuff, right? And this is the type of stuff that I wouldn't mind like incorporating into whatever campaigns that we're doing, which we'll get into that at the tail end of this.
Yeah, that's what made me really glad that he brought this up, is because we kind of do this kind of stuff already as a group, but I wasn't aware that all this information existed to pull from. So it's cool that they just put it out there and they're like, hey, try it. This may not be the final version of it, but see how it works.
Yeah, it's like it's official fanfic. Is essentially
that's all
what it
D&D is. Period. Anyway,
Dungeons and Dragons official, but then the official fanfic for Dungeons and Dragons before they make it into canon. That's essentially what Unearthed Arcana is.
Yeah.
Okay, so one of the things that I looked up was subclasses, and the for subclasses you have your main class, which is like barbarian or fighter or rogue, mage, sorcerer, it's a ranger, druid, etc. Well, the August version of Arcana went into two different subclasses for the bard and warlock classes. And so upon third level for most of these classes, you can pick a subclass. For the bard, you can decide which bardic college you are from, and that bestows upon you like certain benefits or different types of spells.
Yeah.
Now, my second character that I played was Lou Gossett Senior, and he was a goblin bard, and some of the things that this subclass can do, that it's a college of spirits, and it talks about the stories of the past are powerful. They hold lessons of history, philosophy, and magic. Bards of the College of Spirits seek the stories of those from beyond the material plane. Using gaming sets, they reach out to hear their stories, but the bards have no control over what story they find. One of the abilities at third level is a thing called Tales from Beyond, and it says you reach out to spirits who tell their tales through you. While you're holding your spiritual focus, you can use a bonus action to expend bardic inspiration to roll on the spirit's tales table using your inspiration die. So essentially, you roll a d12, and depending on what you roll, you can you can think of a tale from a beast, a warrior, friend, runaway, avenger, hero, fae, unknown, celestial, dragon, giant, dark spirit. And depending on what you do, they all each have like a different kind of benefit that come out. So, for example, if you roll a d3, you recite the tale of friends who found each other in the afterlife. The target and another creature of its choice can see within 5 feet of it regains hit points equal to a roll of your inspiration die and your charisma modifier. And it's that part is random. So you're like, okay, I'm gonna do this. Oh, I got friends, and then the improv side of me would be like, okay, guys, I'm like in the middle of combat.
I'm seeing a story. Hold on, guys.
They're okay. It's in the middle of a city. There's a coffee shop. It's there's a guy named Ross and a girl named Rachel. I'm seeing Central Perk, and then the perk is that everyone heals up. Right?
Everybody gets a stat boost.
And there's a couple of other cool things from that, but I just thought that's a really interesting mechanic to be like. It will always benefit you, but the benefit is completely random. But it also like gives you a prompt to do kind of character building, or world building.
Which I think is really cool, and I think all of this additional content, it's great that they open it up and they use the community to kind of test this stuff out, along with the PDF files of how to do all this stuff. There's a bunch of surveys, so if once you go out and you actually incorporate some of this stuff into your campaign, you can go back and answer some questions about it and give that feedback directly back to the people that are continuing to make gaming modules and things like that. And so then you can have a little bit of a little bit of an impact, and then you get that new adventure, that new book that comes out. and maybe one of these things ends up being in there, and you can see like, oh, did this get stronger? Did it get weaker? Did it stay the same? I think all of that is really cool, and another benefit to them presenting it in this way.
Yeah. Were there any other things that jumped out from the things that you read?
I mean, the tattoos are a really cool aspect. I thought they were really cool. They're basically, the way that they work is it's like a magical item. So it's like a magical tattoo needle that as you attune to it, the needle puts the tattoo ink into your skin or whatever and creates the tattoo, and then the needle itself disappears, becomes the ink, and becomes part of the tattoo. And so you have different sizes of tattoos based on the strength of the spell or things like that. So it's like a really overpowered magical tattoo, like a legendary tattoo covers 2 limbs and your torso. So if you're totally tatted up, right, then you have like a legendary spell. But there's cool different things that it can do. So there's like one was a coiling grasp tattoo, where the tattoo looks like intertwining designs, and then if somebody's within 15 feet of you, the tattoo actually goes out and like grabs them and grapples them, and then they have to do a strength save and stuff. But that's the other weird thing about this, is you think about tattoos in terms of permanence, right? But these are items that can be spent, or you can lose them, and so then you'll actually lose the tattoo, and like it'll just turn back into the needle that will fall on the ground near the player.
God, it's painful.
Yeah, it doesn't sound awesome, but it's a neat idea, and really the concept of having like a magical tattoo. Maybe you play as like some druid or a barbarian that's like got these really awesome designs, right? And then all of a sudden in the middle of combat, like they start to glow, or they, suddenly they're increase their armor class or things like that. Just that concept from like even like a storytelling perspective, I really like the idea of that. So I don't know, I think it'd be cool.
There's a Ray Bradbury book, which is a compilation of stories called The Illustrated Man, and it was made into a movie back in the 70s, 80s. But it was, The Illustrated Man is a guy who's just adorned in tattoos, and each one of his tattoos tells a different story, and it goes into a different story.
Like Maui from Moana.
Yeah, Illustrated Man started it.
Yeah, pretty much the same story.
It's pretty much the same story. No, that's really cool. I really dig that. It's interesting to me that you like that, because you don't have any tattoos.
I know.
Yeah.
Just because I haven't figured out what I want. That's really what it comes down to. Is I know I haven't thought of anything where I was like, you know what, that's something I want permanently on my body forever.
I want a tattoo of a penis on my penis, but the problem is it's not big enough.
It's so. Wow! And with that, ladies and gentlemen,
so the last thing I wanted to bring up was I looked at feats, and feats are things that
you're on the internet looking at feats, huh?
Yeah. Oh, well, because I just talked about penis size. No, I'm talking about feats, FEATS. In D&D, these are attributes that you can get and assign to your character. They do special things. Grappler is the kind of standard feat, which lets you gets you like an advantage to grappling or something like that. I don't know. Nobody ever takes it because nobody wants it. Well, the second piece that I looked at was a list of additional feats that they're playtesting. The one that jumped out to me was, and there's 12 or 13 of them. The one that jumped out to me is called Tandem Tactician, and as your presence in a scrap tends to elevate your comrades, you gain the following benefits. You can use the help action as a bonus action. Now, the reason it jumps out to me, a lot of these talk about like, increase your wisdom score or strength score. You learn an extra spell, do this, that, or the other. But what I've noticed in our playing is we don't use the dodge action. We don't use the very rarely. We don't necessarily use the like prepare. Or we don't use the
Like a
help.
ready action. Yeah.
Yeah, ready. There you go.
Yeah.
We don't really use a ready action. We don't really use the help action. And for me, I can't attest to anybody else. For me, those actions I rarely use because I'm like, well, if I'm on my turn, I'm going to use my action to do something productive.
Yeah.
And also, usually when I use one of these kind of passive abilities to help somebody else do something, then that person doesn't do anything to my help.
It doesn't do anything that'll benefit from your help or whatever.
I'm like, I'll help this person. I'll help this character. I'll distract them so they can hit him with their great axe, and then on that person's turn, they take the disengage action and run 30 feet the other way. And I'm like, well, I just fucking wasted my action.
You need a little bit better, communication around the virtual tabletop at that point.
That's not a real example, but that is kind of just the spirit of why people don't take the help action in our world anyway.
Yeah.
So to have it be a bonus action kind of eases that or makes it more beneficial to be like, okay, cool, I attack with my weapon. That's my main action. I don't have a bonus action, or I don't have a bonus action I want to use. You know what? As my bonus action, I'm going to help Travis's character, distract the enemy so he can hit him with a blow dart.
Sneak attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I really dug that.
Yeah, no, I think that's really good. And if you are a D&D player and you have not, tried any of this, maybe you're not playing an Adventures League sort of match at home, then definitely check out this Unearthed Arcana stuff. It's available on the Dungeons and Dragons website. They have tons of articles and posts of different things that you can reference and use in your next campaign. Big thanks to J1 for suggesting this topic and actually teaching us quite a bit about some more options for our future D&D play. As Brandon mentioned, we did play over the weekend. It was a lot of fun. I'm hopeful that it is the kickstart into some regular sessions for our small party moving forward. So there may be more D&D talk in the coming weeks for us to discuss.
There certainly will be. John gave me a DM account on his virtual tabletop, and I've already imported all of Roll20 stuff for the Desert of Arayu campaign. So I in 2 to 3 weeks, at least 2 weeks, to get all that set up. Kevin's back. I might try to pull Brett in. I said, hey, do you want to play? He's like, yeah, sure.
He can be my kid from Indiana Jones 2.
Yeah.
What was his name? Short round?
Shia.
We don't need to talk about that.
We don't talk.
Anyway, we're gonna play more D&D.
Yep. But I want to say as we wrap up this episode, thank you for listening. If you have any thoughts on Fall Guys, hit us up. Send us a tweet on @appenthusiast or directly to Travis at Jugglemino, me at Barnyard Cruise.
Direct.
If you have any thoughts on D&D or if there's any Unearthed Arcana that you have experienced or you would you want us to kind of bring attention to us, please do that. The aforementioned Twitter, our email at apatheticenthusiasmshow@gmail.com.
And
let us know.
And if you have a core topic that you want us to discuss at length on the podcast, you can submit those on our Patreon as a Patreon patron. I guess that's what you're called. As well as get access to behind-the-scenes videos and additional content. the It's on Random podcast is recently released another episode. Brandon is killing it with that one. And, other swag. Other swag comes out too. So thanks to all of our patrons. Thank you to all of our listeners. We appreciate it. We couldn't do it without you guys. And, that's about going to wrap it up for this.
Thanks for wrap it up.
Wrapping it up. All right. Thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you for watching. If you're watching, stick around for the post show. And until next time, I'm Travis.
And I am Brandon. Bye. I had a lot more bubbas.
A lot of bubbas.
So I can find the button.
You gotta find the button with the buys.
There's a song called "A Bubble Butt" that Chelsea and her brother really like, and it goes like here the lyrics to the song.
Here it is. Let's break it down.
Bubble butt, bubble butt, bubble butt, bubble butt. Those are the words.
Yeah.
I'm not a
Grammy winning.
Yeah. The first time I heard it was I was in Korea and they were playing it and we're all laughing about it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's our guy.
Yeah.
Bubble butt.
Bubble butt. So Brandon, post show.
Yeah.
Heath loves that song, by the way.
He does.
I know Heath. Heath is like an Omar to you.
It's a funny.
I work
video.
with Heath.
Oh really?
Yeah.
You know Heath?
I know Heath. We
Is
finally
his
have
name- is
somebody joining us on Monday night that I know instead of all of your friends, Brandon.
All my friends are like, we've done our quota. We're not ever doing this again.
They're like, we're out. We have paid our dues.
Is Heath's name Heath?
That's none of your business, and I thank you to stay out of our personal affairs.
All right, okay, that's
Maybe.
fine. Hey,
Maybe
Heath,
it is.
Heath Bar guy. Thank.
Yeah. Okay. It's his last name.
Spoil it.
It's his
Spoiler
last
alert. Yeah. In Korea, these videos they're a lot racier in Korea because they're not as scared about the things that they're showing. For example, that one that Blurred Line song. What's that dude's name?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Thick. Alan Thick.
Yeah.
His Robin Thicke, his son. The name is wrong.
Yeah, I was thinking of Alan Thicke. I was like, no, that's not right.
Anyway, in Korea, they show the uncensored version of that song in all the bars whenever that song. Well, this is 2014 when that song was playing. So
they're still rocking it out there. It is still a chart topper in Korea.
Just these beautiful women naked, boobies being boobies, and playing blurred lines. And there wasn't as much of blowback against Blurred Lines back in 2014 as there was in like 2015 here in the States. Anyway, lots of boobs, soju kettles. Oh my god, soju! I wish I had some soju right now. I'd tear it up.
All right, that's good to know. So we're gonna do a hard break. It's trying on our people. I can if you need to drop out to do any prep, you can. No. I can just edit the stream info and we can get right into some Fall Guys.
No. Like I'm not gonna display my screen. I'm just gonna play it over on the TV here.
Right on.
And I'll just be here talking. I just gotta turn it on.
And I'm gonna render our audio real quick while we're
render
kind of between dash render. Oh, the old podcast jokes, they don't get old. Also, if you're watching with us and you guys want to, if you have Fall Guys, wow, it's a very bright screen, Brandon. If you guys have Fall Guys and want to play with us, let us know. We're not against it.
No, we're not. We're not. We could. I should stop recording my Reaper.
Yeah, I'm already I've already rendered mine.
My gosh. I might have to go turn on my kid's computer.
Oh yeah, go do that. So he'll be back. Don't worry, he'll be back, guys. I just gotta move some windows around here. What? Get out of here, Brandon. All right. How's everybody's weekend going? Hopefully you had a, if you're here in the States, hopefully you had a long weekend, which is great. Gotta find Steam. There it is. I found it. Go and fire up some Fall Guys. Render Pro. That's right. It's not my first render. Been doing it for a while. All right. Bring this up. I'm going to need a new layout here. Oh, did you guys hear it? Did you hear the game? In fact, I should probably turn that down. There we go. Much better. Much better. You guys should barely hear that at all now. Yeah, that'll work. We just need a new layout. Oh, I'm gonna need to update some Twitch info too. Some Twitch info. Game night. There it is. There it is. Let's look at. That's the classic Fall Guys music we know and love. Isn't it, though? Isn't it? I just got to add our video to the game here. Add those in real quick.
Sorry about that. I realized that
as you should be.
I realized that his computer is, it's a kid's computer, and
he's sleeping on it.
So at 9 o'clock it turns off, and then I have to do a bunch of unlocks for it because he's a kid and he has to stop playing
because he's a kid.
He's a kid.
Okay. I just gotta add you in here, Brandon, real quick. Add source. I'm doing this all on another screen, so you guys don't have to look at it. What a great guy I am.
Render Pro.
Did you?
That's the classic Fall Guys music we know and love.
Is it working? Is your Steam link working?
Yeah. It's working, all right.
Oh, it's working. Move this up. Put our alert box up there. And boom, there we are. All right, Fall Guys is in session.
There's my new drum set with the mesh heads.
Oh, look at that flex. Look at that flex with the new drums.
Oh my god.
We're going to edit the stream info.
Fall Guys.
Oh, that's interesting. Post, show. Oh, that's a go live notification. We don't need to do that. We're just gonna switch it to Fall Guys.
Oh my god! Having a mobile camera like this is it's just great. That's my shrine to my kid over there.
All right. He left 1-8 games of Among Us and then came back. I played.
Did I play it? Have I played games with Heath before?
Yeah, I think you have. Yeah, I think he was playing Among Us that night.
Yeah. And he's probably the one that was like, kill Barnyard.
Kill Barnyard. That was everybody. That was everybody's opinion.
Oh, yeah. Well, because they trust you because you're a master sergeant.
Don't out me like that, Brandon.
Sorry.
Being higher in rank than I am. I gotta plug in my controller. Okay. We are. Oh, I gotta invite you. Oh. Barnyard says. Oh, and you invited me.
I invited you, man.
I have to figure out how to do that.
Oh, well, I mean, you can invite me if that makes it feel.
I was just curious if the way that I have my stream set up, if I could get into Steam options without displaying them to everyone. Good news is, I can't. So I think we're ready to go.
What episode?
I'm ready to. Yeah, I'm rocking that half pineapple, half pigeon look right now, which everybody's all about.
F174. I had to save my Reaper file.
Your number's the same. I'm 1128, guys. If you're trying to play with us. Here we go. Here we go. Will we get the crown this evening? Will it happen? No.
I don't know.
The answer is no.
Probably not. No. I should change my virtual background to
a Fall Guys background.
Yeah, Fall Guys images.
Heath Bar spamming those crowns in the chat. This guy, he's like, you're getting 2 crowns tonight.
Oh dang!
That's not gonna happen. No.
Fall Guys.
Oh, 3 left. Come on, let's go. Oh, we are right in Hit Parade.
Hit Parade. Oh no.
You can do this, Brandon. I believe in you. Terminal velocity has been reached.
Boom. Got it. Just in the nick of time.
Here we go. Look at that backdrop. Wow.
Just in the nick of time.
Here
I'm
we
right
go.
up front too. Yeah.
Oh, good. Where are you at? Oh, you're over there. Guys, I'm not convinced that making it across these partitions is faster than falling. Because look at that guy. That guy he's up in front of us. All right, stay together. Stay together. Here we go. Oh no. How you looking on that side, Brandon? The doors have closed. Oh, first one through. Everything's coming up Millhouse. Oh, slight delay. It's all right. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine, guys. Top 5. Easy qual.
Oh no, I didn't qual.
That's what the kids say.
I'm not gonna
Let's see if we can find Brandon.
No!
Did you not make it?
No, like half a second.
Brandon's out. That doesn't bode well for us.
Damn it. I hate this game.
Which means
it's not worth it.
Which means I'm gonna win.
Worth it.
Or what's more likely is I'm gonna make it to the final round. F's in the chat, paying the respects for Brandon.
Thanks.
I'm gonna make it to the final round and lose.
It's not worth any of the pennies.
It's crazy that
my anime podcast.
Your anime, yeah, worth the pennies. It's worth them. This part feels like it should be faster.
Oh, the loading the games or the
selecting level between.
I don't need you to show me the roulette wheel of selecting the level. Just
yeah, I'm sure that's a design tool where they're like trying to load all the people in the game and you're dealing with different internet speeds and stuff, so you're trying to get everybody in, but it takes just a little bit too long. I don't like that I'm in the front for these real fake doors.
Jump over that thing, man.
No, it's fine. I'm exactly where I want to be, which is not the front. I only have to be top 30. You gotta find me.
That was 1279.
I'm the one that when doves cry. That's me. Oh. Go blue. Go blue. Oh, he's got it. He's got it. Easy. Easy.
I wish it just automatically selected you.
Yeah, that's another critique. If you guys are, if the developers are watching, which you're not, because there's about 3 people watching. Yeah, some of the benefits of being in a party are not apparent. Like I should default to seeing you after a match, or you see me, and yeah, I still don't know if the team thing works or not.
2282.
What's 2282?
What's your Fall Guy number?
Yeah, I should write it down. I'll tell you in a minute.
I should too.
Oh, Slime Climb.
You know what we didn't talk about, and I meant to when we talk about Mario Royale, but also because we need to talk about D&D, and we talked about Fall Guys for.
Oh, we didn't talk about the Mario event, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I am 1128, Brandon.
1128.
Okay, a lot of people like to jump this bumper. It's not my style. But see how I got pushed into it? I'm going to go around. I'm going to go around. No fancy tricks. I'm all about just staying out of the slime. And I'm not grabbing people.
I found you. You're doing pretty good.
I'm not. I'm at the back of the pack.
No, it's all these people that see that are all.
Did you see that guy grab me? You saw him. You saw him grabbing me.
Yeah. Get him, balls.
Gosh.
Get him, balls.
Look at me ragdolling around like that.
Yeah. No.
Why does that guy grab me?
You totally lost.
Look at these. Oh.
Yeah. You're
Stressed out. Feel bad.
at-
I just want to bring Brandon back in, guys. He was sitting there. He's just watching.
No, this is good. I get my announcer stuff.
You get to do your announce stuff. Look, I'm almost level 20. I'm about to get that second crown, that charity crown. Just by leveling up enough. This is great. This is what the internet wants to see. We are now part of the largest group of streamers on Twitch. Down here at the bottom of the scroll wheel.
Yeah. You know, it's so sometimes Twitch is so misleading as far as how many folks are watching. Well, I mean, I take that back. No, Restream is. Yeah. So Commander Root is in here. Another TV viewer, get affiliated _now. Heath Bar, of course. Kish Intern, Let's Do This _ streamers. Lurks XX, Muffins Guild, My Anime Podcast, of course, and Streamlabs, which is not a person, but
what are you looking at that tells you who's watching?
I'm looking at my Twitch, brah.
Oh,
on my
okay.
phone.
I didn't know it showed you that. I should probably have that open somewhere. Dizzy Heights. This is another one we should be able to qualify pretty easily. Where are you at?
Yeah.
Where are you at?
I'm in the middle of the pack.
All right.
My kid put that wolf head on me. I don't want that.
Wolf head. That default wolf. All right, we're just gonna go this way.
All right.
Oh, getting trampled. I don't see anybody flying. I don't see any flying cheaters yet. It's a good sign. Oh, just got. How are you doing? You ahead of me?
I'm doing all right. No, I'm not ahead of you.
You're like, no.
Oh no! Fudge. I don't know where the hell I am.
Up.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna make it. I screwed up.
Don't despair. You got this. You can do it.
No, I screwed up. No, I didn't jump.
You can do this, Brandon.
No, I screwed up.
You're like, no, I
I'm
can't.
drunk. I'm
See if
drunk.
No.
Drunk.
Good effort. Only shows users in chat, not always ones watching.
Thanks.
Interesting. Thank you for the
Heath
tip.
Bar guy.
Also, go follow Heathbar Guy if you love Zelda content.
I do love Zelda content. You know what?
You should follow him.
Here I go. I'm only doing it because I trust you. Add friend. Is that the same thing?
You just follow. You don't have to be his friend.
All right.
Jeez,
Good
you know how this works.
It's pending. He's not. You know.
Your follow is pending.
No,
you're in
my
friending. Oh, slime climb. This is what did us in last time. See if I can learn from my mistakes.
I dare you to lose right away.
Who has friends anymore?
I dare you to lose right away.
I'm not gonna succumb to peer pressure like that, Brandon.
Well, no, it's not peer pressure. It's a dare. It's different.
Oh, well, I'm also not
like,
gonna do that.
Peer pressure would be like everyone's losing on this.
Everybody's
gonna
losing.
lose too.
It's true. Everybody's using flailing jelly bean. I don't like my skin combo. I'm gonna say it. I'm not into it. There's a lot of things that happen in this game that I'm confused by. Like a lot of players that will just stand at the starting line on certain levels. Okay. I'm gonna get.
That was bad timing.
No, it was, but it's because I got grabbed. It's so frustrating. Just leave
is the most annoying
me
part
alone.
of the game.
There. I succumbed to your dare, Brandon.
Thank you.
Quick, exit before it makes me look at anything else. Yay! We're gonna change up the costume real quick before.
Okay. All right.
Before.
Maybe we'll do that as well. Take this wolf head off.
Go. I kind of like this guy. There.
This Xbox controller is so clicky. This is one of the older ones.
Ooh, clicky. All right, I'm ready. Is that a? That looks like a new Xbox. Is that the same controller that you were showing me earlier today?
It's just the attachment.
Oh, I got you. What you ready up, Brandon?
Oh, I thought I did. Fallen.
For the dare. You know it was for the dare.
Yeah.
We're gonna go.
Dare.
I've beaten that
Physical
slime.
challenge.
I've beaten that slime climb like 5 times today, and now on stream I can't get past the second part of it.
I know. I feel like I'm pretty good at this. This first couple rounds, and you know what? I don't know.
Have you got? You've gotten to a final. You got to a final when we were playing today, right?
I don't know why it is. I can't. Really
there's no telling. I've got a whole bottle of wine upstairs that somebody left here. I don't know. I'll enjoy that at another time.
Man, I gotta go into work physically tomorrow.
Physical working in a physical location. Who does that?
Yeah. Physical challenge.
It's 2020. Nobody does that anymore. Oh, of course, I head straight for the door that was a fake door. Oh, that was interesting. That guy. Oh, I'm struggling, guys. This is not good. I got caught up in traffic. Everybody's pouring into the same door. It's getting messy. I don't know if I can fall on this.
Yeah,
it's gonna take a big jump. I think I got the jump though. I think I'm set.
I qualled. I was top 3, man.
We did it. We did it. 2 through.
High five.
Go like this way. No, other way. Turn around the other way. Yay!
Yeah.
Now do this.
Are we doing Dragon Ball Z? Are we fusing right now?
Yeah. All of a sudden, I appear on your side of the.
All of a sudden, you get Dragon Ball Z references.
Yeah, that's exactly what happens. I do you get Dragon Ball Z? You watch Dragon Ball. We talked about this on the podcast.
I watch some Dragon Ball Z, but mostly Brett, my brother, tells me about all the Dragon Ball Z happenings.
Seesaw.
Oh, what is this?
This is the one that I failed fantastically at numerous times when we streamed, and we'll probably do again tonight.
Yeah, I'm gonna do awful on this. This is the first time I've ever done this one, so.
Oh, well, welcome. Look at this cactus. Cactuses are so hot right now. There's 3 cacti in front of me.
Oh, I just fell off the building.
You gotta jump. That's part of it. Oh no. Oh no. There we go. These little legs. Back at the start.
Oh no! Ah, damn it.
Brandon, are you hyped for the new sport ball season that's about to start?
Man, I just fell. You know, part of it is I think the Steam Link doesn't always
Transfer your button clicks.
yeah. Also, people are grabbing it.
Is that your first time using a Steam Link?
No, it's not.
All right. Come on, purple platform. Oh, come on. Yes. All right, we're in good shape. Where are you at, Brandon? How you doing?
Oh God, stupid button. That's not gonna happen.
Feeling good.
What?
It's top 10.
Huh. All of a sudden, my game was like.
Just yeah, it's the game's fault.
No, it's like going to. What?
The game shows how unwilling people are to help the greater good.
Somebody is messing with. No, stop!
And thank you,
Stop.
Heath. Thank you, Heath, for hosting.
I'll be right back.
Appreciate it. You gonna go fix something? I think that means he didn't qualify. Just a hunch. I think he didn't qualify. But we're moving on. We're moving on. So I don't know if you guys have played Fall Guys. What is your favorite event? What is your favorite level? Slime climb, 3rd straight slime climb. Can we redeem ourselves? I don't know that I can. Here's the plan. I'm not gonna get caught up in that traffic of everybody trying to jump off that bumper. I'm gonna run my race. Go ahead, guys. Go ahead.
Well, I just figured out what the downfall of a Steam Link is on a computer that's running in the main part of the house.
Yeah.
So Chelsea was doing the routine, like shutting everything down, turn off all the lights, getting everything ready for bed.
She turned it off.
No, she was going to the game, and she was going to the menu trying to shut the game down. Well, on the Steam Link, it shows up as the menu, and so I'm trying to jump on these seesaw things, and it keeps going to the menu.
Okay, I'm gonna lose a 3rd time. Look at the slime is right behind me. It's do or die. It's do or die. No more mistakes. We're gonna have to have a flawless run, and we still might not make it. Banana's getting real grabby. You saw him. Uh-oh. All right. Look at this guy's getting all sorts of handsy. two qualify. I think we're good numbers-wise. It's just a matter of avoiding the slime at this point. Flopped lifeless across the finish line, redeeming myself. Look at this bully cactus. So rude. So rude. Brandon's still trying to get his game turned back on. $13. That's an odd number. That doesn't feel like an even split for a team game.
Oh, you're into the next round, huh?
Moving on. If we end up playing Rocket League though with uneven teams.
I would love to play this game with you.
Oh,
I'm a dog.
Tiptoe. Avoid those fake tiles.
Sometimes when I'm laying down, I think I could play this game. And if I could play this game, any dog can play this game. I am a dog's rights advocate for video games. I think I'm going to start the first esports dog league.
Dog sports. The
Dog
D-League.
Sports E-League. And then I'm going to create a sports called
Nope, that wasn't it. We're
Oswald.
back of the pack, guys.
And instead of 100 yards, it's going to be 50 dog yards, which is the equivalent of 100 regular human yards. Anyways, I hope that
We gotta get
gives
top
you
7.
hope that gives you insight to. I didn't get a chance to observe you, so I'm just.
Dang it! I was just like, I'm going for it. And I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it.
A lot of times I say,
I took a risk and I lost.
I agree that you should just go for it a lot of times and take the risk. But, you know, say la vie.
That's Camila's voice. That's who she is. Look at that. Told you we'd get a crown tonight. Knew we'd get one. Yeah. All right.
Here's the thing that I noticed from that last round. What you need to focus on is a lot more skill, a lot more paying attention, a lot more strategy. Because if I'm thinking about sorry, I got distracted. If I'm thinking about strategy, what I'm thinking about is how best do I win? How best do I win and how best do I get rid of the competition? That's what Fall Guys is all about.
What would you have done? What would you have done differently in that situation? We just waited for someone else to fall off, and then I think that's the best move there. But
well, it's kind of counterintuitive to think about it that way, but you're absolutely right. Okay,
okay, bye. Go do your play-by-play from the floor.
Okay. So here we go. Dizzy Heights. I've seen my dad do this one a couple of times.
I like that your dog refers to you as dad. I like it. It fits. We can see the family resemblance. Let's go this way. Worked out. Oh, look at all those other people on the other side. Uh-oh. Get out of here, toucan. Oh, tried to hold me in front. I find the right side at the second stage of this always seems to be the faster one. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. How you looking, Brandon?
I'm okay for right now. Oh no! No.
I got issues with balls.
Not a huge.
I mean, we're gonna make it, but where you at? 98.63. There he is. Oh, no problem.
Woo!
No problem.
42, 43.
No problem.
I was a little bit nervous on that one. You see, he made a jump on the last little spinning disc, but he missed the jump and he landed on the hill. And then when he landed on the hill, he fell down the hill.
Best strat is the one to be
I gotta
reckless
go.
the whole
Bye.
game. Maybe that's the problem. I'm trying to play this too seriously. I just gotta
roll out.
Gotta,
no.
You don't like this one?
I'm not a fan of this one. No, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of it.
I've lost one time in my rollout history, I think.
Oh, and I was playing with you on that one.
Yeah, that dude pushed me, just straight pushed me off the edge. Wow, lot of aggressive play.
Yeah.
All right. We got it. We got to get off purple.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh my god.
ooh.
Oh no! Ah,
Oh, Brandon.
the dog is licking on me. Stop licking me.
Oh. It's her fault, Camila's fault.
Yeah.
Blame it on the dog.
Oh my god.
Every time, Brandon.
She's just sitting here and she's like, yeah, you know what you're doing.
Oh, you know exactly what you're doing.
You know what
2
you're
left.
doing.
2 more to eliminate.
Listen to it. Listen to it. Listen.
Look at this guy grabbing at me.
This fucking dog.
Oh, I like super skin over here. Oh, no. Ah! I was the last to get eliminated,
Oh.
Brandon.
All right.
It's just because I wanted us to play together. That's all.
Oh no.
That was foolish. That you guys knew that was a bad play. I should have been. I was playing reckless. That's a problem.
Reckless, loose, and wild.
Yeah. Probably got time for 1 or 2 more in here.
Okay. Yeah. This gonna be a good one. This gonna be a good one.
We have we made a final round yet?
Yeah, I made a final round.
No,
I mean,
since we
earlier.
started streaming.
Oh, tonight? No.
No. Yeah, we gotta get there. We gotta
the
get
lag.
there.
The lag is not great for me.
It's not. It's still a factor.
Whether it's the internet or whether it's the wine, some
There
kind of
there
lag
is a
happening.
lot of lag. There's
There's a lag
high
happening.
latency happening on your end of the game. Interestingly enough, we've had a slew of streaming issues over the last several weeks. Various streams have cut in and out, had other problems. Doubled my RAM this week on the computer,
Heyo.
and everything seems to be doing just fine right now, as far as I can tell.
You doubled your RAM. I doubled the amount of electronic drum kits I have in my house.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that's fair.
And I meant to sell one, but Guitar Center was like, "That's too old. They don't want it." So now I gotta go on Facebook Marketplace and be like, "Hey, somebody want this for $200?"
$200, eh?
With the intent
With
of
shipping?
with obviously selling it for $100.
All right. How much is it gonna cost to ship it?
It takes. It'll probably be a lot.
Okay. We have a physical drum set at my house, and I'd feel a lot better if it was electronic.
I like drums. Yeah, I like playing drums. I like playing drums.
I like
alright.
drums. I don't know how to play, but I should learn. But maybe not learn on my son's kid's drum set.
Oh yeah. The thing about drums that I really like drums, but I also recognize that they are really loud.
Yeah, but that's why you got electronic drums, right? You're ahead of me, by the way, Brandon.
Okay.
And I got knocked and fell into the hole. This is not good. I don't know. We could still.
Well, I qualified.
It's gonna be close. Oh no. No.
Oh no.
I got knocked by a ball right at the end. That's okay. Now I get to sit back and relax and watch Brandon.
I forget which one I am. I'm one of the only orange ones.
You're 9863. I will
Oh, yeah.
find you. I
Yeah,
told you I have your number on my whiteboard right here.
I am 9863. You're right.
Not gonna miss it.
I'm glad I got this little footrest on Amazon for my desk.
I have a footrest under my desk.
It's so damn You know, I didn't realize I needed it. It makes my office feel.
It's great for when I recline.
Oh yeah. Well, like I cross my legs and then the dog sits on me.
Yeah.
But I need like an extra little bit of support.
Just enough support, right?
Yeah.
I love this level, by the way. Whirly
All right.
Dig is great.
Find me. I'm in the front left.
There's so many people left. 9863. There he is. Oh, reckless,
Yeah.
but working out for him, getting launched into the front court,
Oh.
and now struggling at the wall. There we go with the grip and the grab,
Oh, no.
and he mistimes the propeller. It's getting beaten mercilessly.
All right.
Launched into the air. Points for height. Are there 28 people in front of him? You be the judge.
Yeah, that's some solid announcing.
Oh,
no.
Wow, that was weird. Oh,
Ah,
yep.
damn it.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
really
no, I
timing those
definitely
propellers. You are
Ah, damn
you're
it.
terrific at this. Let's check how many people are behind him.
Everybody.
Not. Nope, not. And oh, there's one. There's one. Okay, you got
All right.
this. You.
No, now I'm just dedicated to trying to get through this.
Hey,
Hey, all right.
failed forward. Now, just assume everybody else fails, yourself
Nope.
included.
What the? Oh, somebody pushed me off.
Oh, that was
That's
the
okay.
problem.
That's okay. That's okay.
That's okay.
good.
That's
I'm
okay.
at the second. I rushed. I rushed through that one.
The pressure was on you. You knew that everybody was watching.
I wasn't being very smart about it. You know, I was just going at it, going all out. And I think we should do one more. I think this will be it
This will be it. We'll close it out.
for all the
Thank-
marbles,
This is it. This is
for all the meats
is-
and potatoes.
this is the one. This is the one where we finish unsuccessfully, and we end the stream, and then I play for another 3 hours and ruin my sleep. No, I'm exhausted.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
The fans have spoken. They're cheering us on.
Yes.
Yeah, that guy at the end.
Is it? It cracks me up.
Listen for him at the
Yes!
end. Listen for him at the end. Yes. She hit him with the
Okay.
pail.
I wish I could find out who that guy is in real life, just so I can be like, hey, I heard your soundbite.
Yes.
Solid.
Yes.
Oh, which one is this?
This
Which
is
one
seesaw something or other.
Oh no, this is the okay. Chelsea's probably gonna be like, this is it. I want to go to the menu again.
Yeah, hopefully you don't have that same problem this time. Oh, come on, Rick. Oh, man. Look at all those chickens. All right. Still going strong. Purple is oh, I shouldn't have. Oh, can we? Can we stay?
Well, that's a good opportunity for me to not.
How you looking? Doing well?
Not very good. I'm stuck with a bunch of people.
On what?
Oh, come on. Ah, stupid bouncy assholes.
Okay. I'm in the third segment. Oh, just barely made it. Good. I just gotta avoid this grabby toucan.
Oh, no! Man, the seesaws are not. Seesaws are not my strength, I would say.
Not your thing? Let's see if we can find him. Yeah, no, that wasn't good. You know, the thing about the seesaws is not all hope is lost.
Oh, I can't grab onto it?
I don't know. There you go. There you go. Just get to the fulcrum. I think that's what it's called.
Well, I pressed that. God.
That one's on the Steam link. Because I'm gonna assume you tried to jump.
Yeah. Oh no.
Those numbers are ticking up.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm not gonna make it.
Yeah, you don't know. Everybody else that hasn't made it. Okay. Yeah, you know. Yes.
Yes!
All right. No pressure. It's all on me. Slime climb coming up.
It's all on you, man. You can do this. You can do this.
Oh, the whirly gig. I get a chance at the whirly gig. The whirly gig. Yeah, season 2. We're gonna get some medieval games. Everybody dressed up like dragons and knights and wizards and stuff. Can't wait for that to happen next month.
Yeah, I can't wait for it.
Yeah, it'll be October. Everybody will be thinking about dragons and wizards.
Oh yeah. Fail upwards, man.
I learned by watching you, Dad. I'm all about the jump and not the grab. I just jump on the yellow thing. Also, there's definitely a space there where.
Yeah. I just thought.
Oh. I
you
also did learn that by watching you. Oh, that'll work. Fail forward. We're gonna give it a shot here. That's fine. I'm fine with that. Oh yeah, it keeps. If it's not broke. Oh. Okay. Look at all these pigeons.
I'm watching.
Oh, no problem.
Why do you look like a medieval barmaid?
Medieval barmaid? I'm like a jazzercise instructor.
You're at like 1128, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you look like a medieval barmaid.
That's like workout attire. I got a sweatband.
I don't think that's a sweatband.
I don't know what kind of medieval barmaids you've seen.
You know, like the one with they're like always being like, hey, put on a chastity belt. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Like Maid Marian's mom.
Tail tag. I won my first round of tail tag today. So let's see.
Oh, I've never. Oh, okay. I've seen this one before.
Oh, I'm starting with a tail. I can feel it. I can also see my character there.
Oh shoot! You're trying to be the last one to have it.
So in this version of it, you there's multiple people that have tails, and you're just trying to have a tail by the end. Give it back. Haha, hot dog. All right, now we go into the stage where I just run around the outside of the map, hoping nobody catches on that I have a tail.
Oh yeah, just hang out with all the other tail people.
Yeah, and I use them as a tail buffer.
Oh no, you got your tail.
Got your tail. Got your tail. Come on, give me that. Give me Bojack's tail.
How do you get his tail? How do you grab his
grab
tail?
it. has one. So many tails. Show me a tail.
Show me the tail, me. Yeah.
5 seconds left. Just
Go,
stay
go,
clear
go,
of
go, go,
everybody.
go. Just. Yeah. Yeah.
It's all about that clutch tail action at the end.
It's a tale of two tail tees.
Julie's back.
Yeah.
We're back with more Fall Guys.
Welcome
We've
back,
got
Julie.
the tail. We're 3 rounds deep.
Oh my God.
This is
is
the
it.
one. This is the one.
it.
This is the one
I'm
before we
back.
quit.
I'm
Just-
back for the thrilling conclusion.
Oopsie
Oh.
daisy.
Oh
All
wait,
right.
there's one more round after this, right?
Yeah. This is gonna probably be what, two teams, 3 teams. Gonna
Three
separate
teams.
the reds
Make
from
sure
the blues
that you
and the
get
yellows.
the golden ring.
Blue team, feel confident.
This reminds me of a movie I watched the other day. It's called Ringu. It's all about how people jump through a bunch of rings to score points. But
Is it
then
like
they
that movie
died-
The Ring?
But then they died 7 days later.
Oh, jeez. Okay, gold is crushing it right now.
They're crushing it because it's a Ringu. Hey, don't lick me in my mouth, dog. I know you can understand me.
Oh. Ah! With the hold.
Oh my God, gold is killing it. You are not gold. And
We are not gold.
You are destined to lose. This dog also has blue on. Stop licking me. I know you. Don't look at me like that. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to yell at you. Oh, come here. Oh.
There's. Oh.
Oh.
Yep. Gonna fail because of the team game.
Yeah, team game. I'm telling you, every time.
It's.
Okay,
I mean, we got
so-
40 seconds. We could still catch red.
You could turn it around, but you have to get some of them golden rings, bruh.
Ah. This came at it from
nice
the wrong
try.
way.
Nice try.
Nope.
Oh, yellow's gonna get that. Yeah. Oh, nice.
We need 5 in 10 seconds. It's not gonna
Ah.
happen. It's not gonna happen, guys.
Unless there's a golden ring, that's gonna happen.
No
nope.
gold. No gold.
No deal. No deal. That is a loss.
It really hurts to go out that way.
God, yeah, I know. Well, we can always do one more, but you know, that's up to you. You know.
Yeah, let's do it.
It's okay. All right.
Yeah.
I just
It's
sit-
later for you than it is for me.
I just sit here with my dog, like constantly licking my hand.
Can't go out that way.
Oh, damn it! I'm stuck watching the intro to this thing.
Hey, Heath. We got Heath in the chat. Let's talk fantasy football for a second, brother.
How do I get out of here?
Oh, dropping the pity points on us. Thanks,
Hey,
thanks for the
thanks.
pity bits, all the little bits. Appreciate those bits. What happened with fantasy football? Because we were supposed to have a draft this
Oh, they
weekend,
are called pity bitties.
and and yeah, what? I got a notification that the league was deleted. Did you guys just kick me out of the league but not want to tell me? Is that what happened?
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Which, if that's the
well,
case, I'm fine. My heart is not broken. I really need to dedicate some attention to the league I spent too much money in dues on this year. Swiffle. I tried to tell Bob that we should live stream our draft. He didn't go for it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Bob, all bearded now, looking old, probably wrinkles just running down.
All those
his
guys
face.
are old. All those guys are old.
I know you're the young one.
I'm
You're
the
youngest
young,
one.
spry
You're the youngest
master
person
sergeant.
of all of those guys. Because Clay still playing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has not made an in-person appearance to a draft in 2 years, though.
How about is Ed Kahanick still?
Ed's still there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rich Bustamante.
You know it.
These
are all important names that you're dropping that nobody knows except for you and me.
Yeah, and I don't think I've ever actually met Rich in person.
Yeah, I don't think I've met him in person either. I've only met probably half of our league in person. That's not true. How we looking, Brandon? You've done a lot of whirligig tonight. How's it playing out?
I'm doing a little bit better than I have been.
Feeling strong.
Feeling stronger.
Ooh, just got brushed by the propeller on that one. That's fine. That's my strat, guys.
Yeah, so far I'm doing all right. I haven't died yet.
Oh, here we go. Perfect.
Oh no!
Perfect opening.
God, fucking button.
We got this. We got this. We're in. We're in. Where is my boy?
Oh yeah, I've got it.
Oh,
18.
that's not him. Oh, he's across the finish line.
I'm in it to win at least the first qualifying round.
Let's watch the aggressive cactus. Let's see if we can find him. Look at this this guy. He's not having a good time.
I'm watching Blue Jelly Bean.
Bojack.
Oh, Blue Jelly Bean just fell to his death.
So, aggressive cactus didn't make it.
Oh no! Come on, aggressive cactus.
I'm so confused by that.
By that aggressive kind of.
You got locked out of our Yahoo league, and so we just had to delete the league. That's fine. That's fine. We got till Thursday, technically. Right? I don't know. Dizzy Heights.
Dizzy
another
Heights.
another map I typically feel confident on.
We've seen Dizzy Heights a lot tonight. We've seen Dizzy Heights a lot tonight.
Yeah. It's weird because the rotation of maps feels weighted in certain regards, but I don't know. Oh, I fell on the first jump. How can that be? Everybody have a good Labor Daber.
Dizzy Heights.
Hopefully you didn't labor too hard.
Labor Daber.
I miss Homestar.
I did not Labor Daber.
Hit up any Labor Day sales?
Yeah, I mean, I bought my
You bought your drums.
Oh, I did do that.
Oh, it's getting a little dropping frames here, guys. How are you doing? Did I pass you somehow?
Yeah, you might have. I think I'm still good.
We got 2 left.
Yeah, I made it. All right.
2 for 2.
2 for 2. I went into the Guitar Center on Friday or Thursday. Thursday? Friday? No, Friday.
Friday.
Oh, yeah, Friday.
Friday.
Yeah. And to go sell the drum set. And the Labor Day deals didn't start until Saturday. I was like, but Labor Day. Anyway, I checked it on Saturday just to make sure that like I didn't get ripped off.
Yeah.
And I
You're
still
good.
got the good deal.
Have you played the Fruit Shoot before, Brandon?
I have not. This is just like avoiding fruits, right?
Yeah, I find sticking to the like outer edges seems to be pretty Hey, we're right by each other. And oh, I got hit by the fruit. We only got 18 spots to qualify. I gotta hope some people get smacked. This is not going well for me. How are you doing? Are you behind me?
I'm doing all right for now.
I'm not at all. Come on, berries. Help me out. Oh, it's gonna be close. Oh, it's close. But I made it. But I made it.
Were you jumping the entire time?
No, I wasn't jumping at all.
Yeah. No, I didn't make it. Well, good luck.
It's all right. It's because of your encouragement that I was able to get this far. 18
Look,
left.
I just need you to get into the last round.
We could do it. We could do it this time.
Okay, rock
With
and roll.
linear progression like this one and whirligig. Yeah, I prefer to play those ones. This is my favorite team game, rock and roll, because it's also kind of just straight ahead.
Yeah. Okay.
Team Red.
Here's hoping.
Here we go. Let's see if the team will rally together to move this ball. So far, so good.
Yeah. Oh, Team Red, you're doing pretty good. You know, like hanging out with each other and making sure that things are going all right.
We've got one that's pushing forward.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. We're over. We got some reds that are blocking the blue.
Good. You're doing good. Oh, you guys, blue is not gonna make it, but red, you're in it.
That's teamwork.
Yeah. All right.
That's gonna take care of a third of them. Could this be the final round? Could this be it? 12 left.
Oh, maybe there's one more round after this. Yes.
I don't remember how many we did. They all blend together. As long as I don't have to play soccer. Fall Mountain.
Soccer.
This is it.
This is it.
This is
for
it.
For all the beef and potatoes.
And I am on the front row.
Good luck, man. This is
no mistakes. No mistakes.
Oh shoot! You have to do bad. Oh shoot!
Bounced right over me. Ah, jumped it too early.
Oh. Oh, you were so close. That you just like that. You could. You know what? You can't even be mad at that. Like.
It was
so
a good
close.
run. It was a good run, guys. I felt.
It was so close. It was so close.
All right. Do we call it there, Brandon?
I think so. I don't think you're gonna get a better round.
We're not.
tonight
Yeah, not tonight. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. If you were here for the full podcast as well, thank you for your dedication. Every Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern time, we stream our podcast live and then hang out for an after show with just you, the folks on Twitch and YouTube. So thank you guys so much for hanging out. Thanks for the follows and the bits and the subs and everything else tonight. And come back. Make sure that you're following so that you know when we stream again. Maybe I can get Brandon to play some more Fall Guys and we'll stream it for you all. Brandon,
yeah.
final thoughts.
Final thoughts. Look, it's been fun. It's been real. Gotta get ready for work in the morning. But I just want to say thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining us. Do you have anything you want to say, Camila? Yes, I do. 77 dog years ago, our fathers brought forth upon this Steam library a new game. It's called Fall Guys. Like, look, by the way, 7 dog years ago is like 20 minutes.
It was
so
it was like a
inaccurate.
month ago. All right.
It's still inaccurate. It's still no matter. She's a dog. She doesn't get a sense of time. She's gonna die within like 5 years anyways. It doesn't matter. I heard that. Yeah, I know you heard that. Dogs, right?
Great.
Am I right? Anyways, hey, have a good night, everybody. Bye.
All right, bye guys. Oh shoot, I have to exit the game to end the
You do.
stream.